Today is 624 day that I'm here to share lessons I learn, and I'm learning how lessons to support your dreams, your goals, allow you to become the person that you want to become. Today I want to speak about one more emotion, because we need to be intentional about feeling emotions that we want. Because I really love saying that life we need to live by design, not by default. By default we go to negative, but by design we need to go and be intentional about creating positive emotions that really allows you to live a much more joyful, fulfilling life. So today I want to speak about delight. Delight is again one of the emotions that sounds complicated. And I didn't know exactly how I was supposed to do about it because I tried to research it, but there's not much information about delight. And really, it's not that easy to understand how to fulfill and live a delightful life. So I will share about delight and what it is. First, 7 things what delight is, and then after we'll discuss how, like just shortly, like what we could do to really pursue delight. So first thing is that delight is a personal experience. That means that every single person are able to choose to experience delight. That means you can be in a group of 20 people, it could be 19 people could be experiencing some kind of negative emotion, but you are able to choose and experience delight. That means how you see the world and what you expect from the world could be influencing what kind of emotions do you feel. Again, a lot of times when you're able to be mindful about the present moment, you're able to choose the emotion that you want to pursue and the feeling that you want to feel. Because the saying is beautiful that 90% is what happens, 10% is what happens, 90% is what you choose to, how you choose to respond to that activity that happened. Now, second is delight can be cultivated. It means that you don't need to sit on the couch and believe that, oh, like delight will come into my life, positive emotions will come into my life. No, you need to go out and cultivate. There's a lot of different ways that you're able to cultivate. That means even mindfulness, sitting down and really thinking and appreciating and building a gratitude about thinking, okay, what I'm able to feel delightful about. And of course, we need to take actions to feel delight as well. So it means going out and making things happen, and those things will allow to feel even more delight in your life. Number 3 is delight comes in different forms. I love that because, as I said, that sometimes delight could come just by sitting in the nature and enjoying the moment in the nature. Sometimes delight will come from the action that you take. Some delight will come from your loved ones who did something for you or did for themselves, and you're just very delightful about their success as well. So there is a lot of different ways of pursuing delight. Some delight will come to your way if you are grateful and appreciative and able to slow down and really live the life full of joy. Number 4 is delight is not permanent. Delight is not permanent. There's no emotions that are permanent, of course, unless you're able to make some negative emotions your permanent emotions. And I don't think that positive emotions are supposed to be permanent. Because imagine if you live every single day in sun. We have 365 days of sun. What will happen? You will dream about rain. You will say, oh, I missed the rain. I miss those days when I'm able to sit at home and look through the window, look into some kind of thunder, and really enjoying the rain. So that means in life, exactly, delight is the same thing. You don't want to feel delight every single moment because you will not appreciate it anymore. But if you experience it once in a while, a delight gives so much joy because, of course, delight is not just one emotion, it is beautiful. So that means delight is one part of the emotion that you're able to pursue. And when you have full scale of positive emotions, then life is joyful and fulfilling. Number 5 is delight is a personal power. And why is it personal power? Delight is personal power because when you feel delightful, you have much more energy, you're much more creative, you have much more resilience, perseverance. So that means that when you are delightful, you're able to pursue more the things you want. Because there is a circle, the more you have delight, joy, the more you have energy. The more you have energy, the more actions you take. The more actions you take, the more results you get. And then, of course, the more results you get, the more delightful you become. And it's just always turning around until you still keep pushing forward. Number 6 is sharing delight amplifies its impact. This is one of the most beautiful because delight is not only for you, even though it's a personal experience, but it's not just for you. A lot of times you're supposed to share that the joy, the delight that you have. If you did something meaningful and you did act of kindness, and if you made $1 million from a business, how are you able to include others in that delight and your joy and really allow other people to feel the experience that you are experiencing? There's a lot of ways that you're able to include and really celebrate, not just by yourself. So if you win something, you don't need to be at home and celebrate and be joyful. Maybe you're able to make a huge party for your family, and it could be different at the pizza, maybe just a gathering. Like how you create meaningful moments and how you create those delight moments. Because number 7 is delight requires presence and mindfulness. So that means you need to sit down and be mindful how you're able to create those moments. And a lot of times those moments are when you're really surrounding yourself with others. And I truly believe that it's one of the biggest delight is when you are able to share that delight with others and your loved ones. So that means being present and slow down and ask, okay, what delights I could share with other people and amplify my joy. I think that's is when you really reaching the next level of delight. So what we could do to really create more joy, more delight in our lives. What is those key parts of cultivating delight? So appreciation. Of course, we need to appreciate things to be able to build delight about it. And you need to pursue creative pursuits, or you need to pursue new experiences, explore new experiences, because only when you explore new experiences it allows to create new and new delight. Otherwise, if you do the same thing over and over again, it's hard to feel something different from the same experience that you have. And of course, connect with loved ones. This is one of the essential, because life is about relationships, and the more relationships you have, the more delight you will have as well. And the last one is just practice gratitude. There's so much science is based on saying that when people who pursue and practice gratitude are much more joyful. And I truly believe that it's a simple thing, but a lot of times people forget. I forget as well that sometimes to really pursue gratitude, because when you really are very intentional, slowing down, and you're mindful and sit down and reflect on all the things that you're experiencing, and you become much more mindful that you are able to choose so much more than you are experiencing now. So I hope you choose to win, and see you tomorrow.